Okay, obviously I lied. I changed my clothes. Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite mother of three, Bougie Vintage, and today's video is all about Baddies Caribbean, okay? And we are on episode 5, so we are breezing through the season. Let's just pick up where we left off. As you know, Tommy arrived on her white horse, and at first I thought Jayla and Natalie were a little delusional about the fact that, you know, Natalie was gonna whoop Tommy's butt. But, you know, as things got heated, I saw that they might not be that damn delusional. However, there's a catch. We're gonna talk about the catch when we get to the catch. But right now, I need to turn your attention to the iPad screen. I did not even know that Jayla and Tommy had an issue, but clearly they do, because Jayla and Natalie are BFFs. That makes Tommy the ops, and you know, Jayla's not gonna mess with her. Biggie is obviously the one that invited Tommy. There's no way that Tommy would have shown up at the beach if she was not invited by somebody, and she was clearly invited by Biggie. What it appeared to me to be was that Natalie and Jayla were hiding behind the baddies when Tommy arrived, and I'm looking at it like, are they really in the back? Because they were in the front before. Like, you know, they were just squaring up. Why are they in the back now that Tommy has arrived on the horse?
It's getting weird.
This is Jayla and Natalie behind the girls. Aubrey notices that what Gretchen's eyelash is gone, but Gretchen calls Jayla out again, and she's like, F all this, because Tommy is now standing in the middle. Nothing is really happening. And so Gretchen calls out Jayla again. I don't know why Gretchen is doing that. Granted, when Gretchen calls Jayla out, well, she got everything she came for. Sure did.
Bitch, fuck that. Jayla, get over here. Get over here. Come here. Jayla, you baby. Come here.
Let her do hers. They was about to get into it and like.
Come over here. Come here.
But you keep saying nigga, you can't do that. You not black. What part of that don't you understand? The part that you not black or the part that you can't be around this motherfucker saying nigga, or you gonna get knocked in your shit every motherfucking time. What part you not getting? The dog ain't on the motherfucking pig. I don't care how much black you take, how many black friends you got, you are not black and you cannot say nigga, and every time you say it, I'ma whoop your motherfucking ass, bitch. It's simple motherfucking math, it's simple motherfucking math. I heard you. What part of it you don't get? I did, bitch, if you heard me, listen, bitch, you got 2 ears and one mouth.
I've been trying to talk to you. I've been trying to talk to you, but you ain't listening.
Quit saying nigga.
Okay.
Quit saying it.
Okay.
Quit saying it.
Okay, listen, everyone. I apologize if you guys feel some type of way about that word. I'm not coming at y'all in that type of way. I don't have a problem with nobody, but this bitch, she snuck me. That's some lame nigga shit.
Oop, here go again. She can't help herself. Jayla, obviously, you know, she made another nigga speech. She put Gretchen in her place. Gretchen says it again, almost gets whooped again, baby. They had to intervene quickly, okay, get her out of there. And so at this point, Tommy goes to find out what's wrong with Gretchen. She's just walking into the situation. She doesn't really know what's going on. So then, you know, as she's explaining it to Tommy, Tommy is kind of being understanding where Gretchen is coming from. And I just look at Tommy as a clown at this point, because girl, don't be agreeing with this girl. Why are you agreeing with her? So obviously after all that, we get back to the beach, and Tommy and Natalie, it's time to let bygones be bygones or duke it out. And obviously this is Baddies. This is not the let bygones be bygones show, so they're gonna duke it out. Natalie starts screaming at Tommy to come by the ocean because she knows she can't swim and she is going to drown her in the ocean. And I said, this is an actual threat. Like, what's happening? So Natalie is telling Tommy to come. It's time to fight. It's time to duke it out. It's time to get wild, okay, in the ocean. And so, you know, of course, Tommy is not going to say no to that.
Come right by the ocean so I can drown you, bitch. Come right here. I know you can't swim, bitch. Come right here by the ocean. Every fucking time I'm gonna drop your ass. Every fucking time.
Now Tommy is doing the typical Tommy thing. And she's like, I can't. I guess she's saying, I can't swim. I can't. And so she knows that she can beat up Natalie. Okay, Tommy knows she has hands, right? But this fight was interesting. It was. Now, before I continue, let me go get my charger because the iPad's about to die. The camera's about to die, baby. Hold on. So Tommy and Natalie start fighting. and I was pleasantly surprised. Natalie got a few licks in, you know, at first on the beach. But of course, Humpty Dumpty had to fall. Okay, so once again, we see Natalie on the ground. Is she just clumsy? Like, she just be falling over, tripping over her own feet, girl. I don't know. And once she was down, you know Tommy was giving it to her, okay?
Yeah, put you in the fucking ocean, ho. Bitch. Bitch. Hands up. Natalie, you have a fuck up. Bitch, don't turn your back. Don't turn your back. Get it, Natalie. Let's go, ho. Let's go every fucking day. Welcome to Baddies Caribbean.
This is the first time I see Natalie get into a fight and like actually look a little successful in the fight. I was pleasantly surprised. I said, oh, she been practicing. She been practicing. Of course, her wig is gone, you know, typical. And so during round 2, I would definitely say that Tommy had the upper hand in that fight, but they were both getting their licks in for sure. Now, when I see Tommy, I think in the parking lot, I noticed that she has a little bit of like blood on her forehead, and she actually had stated that Natalie was digging her claws into her. So Natalie says we're done. You know, she's like ready to go home. She's walking to the parking lot now. She's over it. She don't want to fight no more. She's trying to get out of there. And when she gets to the car, she thinks she Nicki Minaj and she thinks she's Scarface, okay?
That's gonna be the last time you see a bad guy
Like me.
It's the last time you're gonna see a bad guy like me, baby.
One thing I have to say is Miss Nunn has given us good quality, well, not quality, but she's given us some good TV over the years. Oh my goodness. Natalie has always been entertaining. From the time she was on Bad Girls Club, she was entertaining, and it is what it is, okay? So I lived for this moment right here because she's just full of foolishness. She's just... I love that she can get beat up or that she can get in a fight and she's still so entertaining after the fact because Natalie's always flapping her gums. She's always talking mess. So, you know, that's what makes her Natalie. So, you know, Tommy is very upset at this point. She's shoving the cameras out of her face. It's very much giving Maury when the baby daddy is not the baby daddy, okay? If I were her, I would actually be upset too if I'm known for having hands and Natalie beat me up or even got one hit in when she's known for being clumsy and known for being not able to fight. I would actually be very upset too if I was Tommy. Aubrey doesn't know who Tommy is, so she referred to her as the lady in the Sheen chaps, and I fell out. I said Aubrey needs to chill. She needs to relax, okay?
Definitely a different energy occurring right now, and it feels like Nat and the woman in the Sheen chaps don't get along.
She is a very shady. The woman in the Sheen chaps. How she know she got the chaps from Sheen? I can't. She said that is a Temu original, okay? Now, at this point, Tommy is looking for Natalie because Natalie was apparently scratching her up. She wasn't hitting her. She was scratching her. She's in the parking lot looking in every bus, okay? She is trying to find this lady to give him Where's Waldo, and then she finally locates her. That's, I believe, because Natalie she comes out of the vehicle and she starts yelling stuff to Tommy. Tommy slaps the security. I remember when she was on Love and Hip Hop, she was having a lot of issues. They had a whole intervention for her because the alcoholism was getting out of hand and stuff. Like, I don't know if she's sober or not. I don't know, but she definitely assaulted the security guard. I believe that's why when they got to fighting again, what happened. So Natalie starts asking Tommy for a hug, or I don't even know what's going on between the two of them. Their relationship or the situation between them is very odd. I was personally stressed and I felt victimized by watching this. Now, the security let their guard down. So Tommy was able to run up at Natalie when Natalie was getting into her vehicle. But what the problem was that the cameramen are not from Maury. So they were too damn slow and they were on the wrong side of the car, okay? So the car door is open and the cameramen are on this side. We don't want to see car doors, sirs, okay? We need you guys to get to the other side. We're not seeing anything, but we're hearing chaos, right? So we can hear that Natalie and Tommy are fighting, but we can't see it. And so finally, when the cameraman could catch up and get to the right side of the vehicle, we see them fighting again. From the looks of it, child, and you didn't hear this from me, but Natalie was whooping Tommy. It looked like she had her in a headlock and she was just giving it to her, okay? She was feeding it to her, girl, okay? She was giving her breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? And so I was stunned. I said, not Natalie got the upper hand, girl. This is all bad. Maybe Tommy can't fight. I was like, oh, okay. But then I ended up having to rewind it because the only reason that Natalie was actually able to get the upper hand on Tommy was because while Natalie was fighting her, the security was holding on to Tommy's arms. Tommy could not hit. She was restrained in a way. So while Natalie was fighting her, he had both of Tommy's arms and she could not fight Natalie. So Natalie has her in this headlock and she's feeding her, but that's because the security is either biased because she just smacked another security guard. So maybe he was, you know, defending that guy. This was his time to, you know, allow Natalie to beat up Tommy because she attacked the security. And so that's kind of how I saw it, but I realized that there was not a fair fight there because Natalie got the upper hand because the security was holding onto Tommy's arm. Now Tommy's at her car. You know, when she opens her mouth, it kind of looks like there might be blood inside, but the cameras are pretty far away, so I can't really see. But I do see security like having like tissues and like cleaning her nose and wiping her face off and stuff. Not necessarily from blood, but maybe from boogers and sweat, spit. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. They weren't close enough. Natalie starts describing the fight to Jayla and Scotty, you know, bigging up herself, saying that she was giving Tommy the work, okay? And then Natalie starts saying Tommy wanted to show up on her white horse like she's God and decides she's gonna refer to herself as the devil. I said, I rebuke you, child. What are you saying, ma'am? Like, what are you saying? She's in the Bahamas and she showed up to the beach on a horse. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong. A lot was happening. Jayla said she's proud of Natalie. You know, she's having a proud little sister moment. Natalie's hand is bleeding. And Natalie alleges that Tommy tried to bite her. I said, it's a lot of biting going on. But y'all is acting like animals, so I'm not surprised. And then we see Tommy cussing out her security. You could hear her saying, like, you work for me. You work for me. On the beach, because there are still girls that are on the beach, Siki wants to square up with Jellybean. And this is all going back to Bad versus Wild, okay? So apparently when they were on Bad versus Wild, Jellybean was standing in Siki's man section or whatever, and so that's where this is all stemming from. And I'm like, Siki, really? Like, this is dumb. This is actually very dumb. And Jellybean in her confessional, she's like, I don't want your man. I don't want your man, but I got it like that. But it ain't even gotta be like that. Okay, that's what it was giving. She's like, I don't want your man. So I can't believe this. Like, she's saying that they squashed it already. She doesn't know why Tasiki's acting this way. Like, this is whack. I agree. I'm sorry. I do.
You already said my bad. I was drunk. You already said
I didn't say I was drunk. I said,
What did you say?
I said, bitch, you was wrong for saying that's
No,
my
you
nigga.
did not.
got it. I did.
No, you did not.
You said, Natalie
No, you
said.
did not.
Natalie said that's my
No, you did
girl.
not.
And this bitch is starting to get a little too motherfucking hype
Okay.
for herself. Bitch, who the fuck are you talking to like that? Because you ain't talking to my bitch like that.
I did.
Okay, hold on. We gotta pause because Mariah, what are you doing? What's happening? When I saw Mariah acting like this, I was kind of taken aback. I'm like, why is she going so hard for Tasiki? Is it so that, like, if somebody wants to jump on Mariah, Tasiki is gonna jump in for her? Like, cause she's going super hard. Like, she went harder for her than she went for Dan Bianca. Okay, like what? Anyway, child. Anyway, Mariah Lynn starts beating on Jellybean on Tasiki's behalf, and I'm really beside myself because I'm like, I ain't know Mariah had it in her. I didn't. I mean, I seen her. You know, she be jumping it. She be fighting sometimes, but like, I just thought the situation was very weird, especially because of why Tasiki is mad at Jellybean. I didn't think this was a good fight for Mariah to jump in on. Sapphire goes in her confessional and she's like, you don't let Mighty Mouse jump on you, okay? And I was crying. I'm like, not Mighty Mouse. She said she loved Mariah, but that's Mighty Mouse. She's tiny. And, you know, Jellybean is a lot bigger than Mariah, so she really shouldn't be letting her fight her, but maybe that's why she didn't fight her, which is the same reason that actually why Callie said she knows what she could do to Mariah. That's why she's not even really trying to fight her like that. Now, Siki sounds crazy. She does, over this Jellybean and her man section business over Bad versus Wild. She sounds absolutely insane, but she said she's an animal, and I personally believe her. She said she's an animal. I mean, who am I to doubt If she says she's an animal, baby, I gotta believe it. So finally, we get to the next day. Okay, and every time the next day comes, I have a sigh of relief, like, oh, finally, chat. Finally, we is out of hell to back on earth, okay? Because, oh my gosh, the girls are exhausting. In this scene, Meatball, Biggie is sitting there, and then Natalie and Slim come. Biggie, once again, calls out Natalie for the fact that they have not gotten to the bag. And so Natalie comes with her BS answer saying, now you know this is not your first merry-go-round. We can't get to the bag until the foundation is laid. So pretty much until they have an understanding and there's no drama and beef and blah, 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 they can't do their like club appearances and stuff, which obviously they get paid for. Now, I actually want to contact one of the baddies to find out the tea. I want to know how much money they've been paid, if they've been paid any money for being on Baddies, if they're just getting their per diem, like, you know, when you're on a reality show, they just give you money for the day so that you can eat, or if they actually make decent money when they're doing their club appearances. You know, what is it? Because if they're doing all this over a little Baddies chain, I can't. They need danger pay. They need the danger pay.
What could you be complaining about on the island?
Nothing. You guys don't let me sleep. Y'all
Absolutely
shake your
not.
ass all fucking day.
Absolutely.
We still haven't got to a fucking bag.
Listen, you know, because this is your third season, we cannot get to a bag until we have the foundation with everybody first. That's why it was the beach last night, because I'm just like, what the fuck are we doing? We got bitches calling motherfuckers out their name, all types of weird shit going on, Gretchen.
Now, Natalie claims this is why she wanted to do the bonfire. Obviously, we saw how that went down. It was very problematic, dangerous. And so at this time, Biggie says, well, this is why I invited Tommy, because absolutely too much was going on. And in her confessional, she clearly states that she brought Tommy or invited Tommy to be messy. And I'm just like, if you're saying that there's already too much going on, why would you invite Tommy knowing that her and Natalie have an issue and that it's going to be problems? But I really feel like it's more so the fact that she's been being bullied, and you know, Natalie is allowing Jayla to do too much where Biggie's concerned, and so that's why she called Tommy for reinforcements, for backup. It is what it is. It's very obvious. She felt alone and she needed a friend, and that's what she did. So Natalie starts laughing and she's like, now why would you set your friend up like that, to get lumped up, to get beat up? You know, why would you set your friend up like that? And so Biggie is now in defense mode, because she's like, I didn't set my friend up, number one. Number two, she's not lumped up, she's not knotted up, and y'all are not about to play on Tommy's top, and you're definitely not about to play on my top. So Nat starts screaming that Tommy got knotted up, and then they start making this joke and they start saying, not today, right? Not today. And so I thought it was actually quite funny, but Biggie was not happy about this, to the point where she tells Slim, make sure you keep that same energy when my friend comes around, right? So when Tommy comes back, make sure you keep the same energy. So obviously Biggie is going to go to Tommy and tell her this girl Slim that don't know you from nowhere was deriding Natalie, you know, saying you got knotted up and she was making fun of you and blah, blah, blah. And we'll see how Tommy feels about that when we get to that, okay? I would like to see that as well, because some of the girls, especially the new girls that are trying to be in, they're trying to befriend Natalie. Natalie is nobody's friend. She's like Nene almost. Like, she don't say nobody's friend. Jayla and Natalie's relationship only works because Natalie knows Jayla will beat her up if need be. So she knows who to play with and who to not play with. So she will be friends with people that can beat her up. But if you can't beat Natalie up, she's going to instigate stuff where you're concerned. I personally am looking forward to seeing Tommy and Slim fight.
Listen, I'm ready to go.
I want Slim. I want you to keep that energy when my friend gets hit.
Who's her other friend?
Whatever.
She keeps dropping location.
Hey,
Drop the pin.
Not the same friend that said she didn't give a fuck about
You
you.
running your mouth like you know her though.
I don't know her.
Biggie's friends with Tommy, so she didn't take too lightly to me and Nat cracking jokes about what happened. Like, I don't personally have a problem with Tommy.
You're going to. When you do too much behind somebody you don't even know, you deserve everything coming to you. So next we have Scotty gone to talk to Diamond. Again, I must stress how much Diamond reminds me of Anne. I feel like this is Anne and she's just disguising herself as somebody else, because this is so weird to me. Scotty obviously wants to be a peacemaker. She wants to squash the beef between Anne Jr. and Tinkerbella. They walk up on Tinkerbella, and obviously Tinkerbella is like, what the hell? Like, why are you bringing this girl over here to me? And so Tink explains to Scotty, I was cool. But then she went online and started doing way too much and made a diss record about me and all kinds of foolishness. And that's why we're here today. That's why we still have a problem. When Tinkerbella says this, Diamond is like unapologetically certainly did. And what? Like her attitude is horrible. And I'm just like, so if you just told Scotty you're willing to like squash the beef, though she kept saying she needs to avenge her wig, like she's trying to run this joke about avenging her wig, right? She went over there with the intent to squash this beef. So I don't know why when Tinka is saying like, hey, she did too much, she is saying like, yeah, I did, and so what's your point? She obviously wants to get these hands again, because why would you have that attitude, ma'am? Of course, Diamond then states how she could punch Tinkerbella in the face right now, and so Tink starts telling her, do it.
I could punch this bitch in the face right now, and I could go to the club later.
But we're not doing that.
Do it.
We're not doing
You understand?
This right here, you disrespecting me. So like,
Okay,
stop
so
playing.
it can be
And the only way I will really just like leave this little girl alone is if she apologizes. Like,
Girl, bitch, I'm a grown ass woman.
Again, I'm on Tink's side, because yes, you are a little girl. You are, because why would you do what you did and then you're still unapologetic about it? You got on the show, okay, now move on. Now you have no identity but trying to fight with me, and every time you fight with me, I beat you up. So what is your purpose in life here? Like, what's happening? Why are you doing this? So Tink tells her to do it, obviously. She's not busting a grape in a freaking food fight at this point. And I'm just thinking like Tink needs to beat her up again. I would have jumped over Scotty and just started hitting her, because why are you in my face with the foolishness? Now, Tink is saying all this could be, you know, water under the bridge if the girl would just apologize and she'll forgive her. I said, this is very Taurus behavior. Cause we will forgive you 136 times, okay? 136, baby. We will forgive you and forgive you and forgive you. We're not gonna forget, but we will certainly forgive you. If you apologize and you're genuine about your apology, I have no reason not to accept it. You know what I mean? I get where she's coming from, because nobody wants to be fighting every day. Nobody. And she already said when they fought the other day, and she beat her up, she was tired. She wasn't trying to go round for round for round for round. But Diamond, despite the fact that she's getting beat up, wants to go round for round round for round. It doesn't even make any sense. Now, because Ann Jr. loves clout a little too much, she is delusional and thinking that she is the reason that Tink is on the show, which we already addressed. I don't know if it was in part 3, 4, child, whatever we did, we addressed it before, because she keeps saying it. It's actually the opposite. I don't know. I'm not feeling her. She's annoying. Scotty, I'm gonna need them to get my good sis some sunscreen, because she is red like a lobster, baby. She is giving my lipstick. She's giving Sebastian. She's just red, okay? She needs some sunscreen. I wear sunscreen on my face. I don't really wear it on my body, but on my face I wear sunscreen. Obviously I put it on my kids because they're light brights and we's in the islands, okay? We're Baddies Caribbean, okay? So I put sunscreen on my kids when I take them to the pool, to the beach, because they're so fair. And so the sunscreen helps them to not burn, but they still get their little golden tan, okay? And so Scotty needs to understand that she is very pale and needs that sunscreen. It's safe to say Diamond is exhausting, okay? I'm tired of her. She actually says now she's not just beefing with Tinkerbella, she's also beefing with Dia and Slim, because they are Tinkerbella's road dogs. Now, in her confessional, Tinkerbella says that Diamond will surely be apologizing. And I don't know, I just believe her. I just believe her. She's very believable.
When we see each other, it's just gonna be
It's a clash, just like last time. It's a clash.
I know for a fact that Diamond's gonna apologize to me, because you have no choice. Like, you're already uncomfortable in here. Nobody's not really gonna give you that respect that you feel as though you deserve until you apologize to the baddest baddie of them all.
So, like I said, I believe her. I believe the apology is coming. I don't know if the apology is gonna come while they on the nature walk, but Diamond's gonna have to put her pride to the side and apologize, because Tinkerbella is surely gonna keep beating her and taking her wigs and ripping them up. And it's just like, no matter what people say to Diamond regarding the situation, she's not getting it. She doesn't want to get it. She just wants to be in conflict with Tinkerbella. She's obsessed with her. Now, all the girls are on the nature walk, okay? They're getting their Crocodile Dundee on in the Barbados. I keep saying the Barbados because I keep thinking it's Bahamas. In Barbados, they're getting their little nature walk on. And I love that Barbados has monkeys, because the only place you're going to see like a monkey in Jamaica is like at the zoo, child. So Jamaica don't have like a whole bunch of monkeys running around and stuff. It's not a thing here. But I personally love monkeys. Now monkeys are crazy, okay? Monkeys are a little nuts, you know? But like I would love to go to, like, I think Dominican has monkeys too. And I want to go to that place where there's pigs on the beach. Is there a place? Oh wait, I think there's one in Jamaica. I think there's a piggy beach in Jamaica. I'm not sure. But like, that's neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is they're going on this little nature walk. There's animals there and it's supposed to be a nice, peaceful, serene time, okay? Now, so far on the nature walk, it's good and dandy. Okay, the nature walk starts. Everybody's there. It's perfect. Natalie calls a meeting and Meatball expresses herself. And I feel just how Meatball does. Meatball's like, I hate when Natalie calls these meetings because it's always some bull. She likes to instigate stuff and I'm not feeling it. And you know, every time Natalie calls a meeting, you already know that that's what's happening, right? Even when Natalie is saying it's supposed to be peaceful, she does not actually want peace. She wants problems always, okay? It gets to the point where Natalie's like, how we need to break up into groups. And every little group is going to have their little camera crew and go on their little walk and do their little talk, right? Have their little conversations. It just makes it easier to film because there's way too many baddies on this season because it's not only the OGs and the newbies, but also the replacements. When we have this meeting, we learn that Biggie, Mariah, and Siki are not on the nature walk because they went to meet up with Tommy. Natalie's not feeling this, obviously, because Tommy is her op, and, you know, people deciding to go against Natalie is never really something that's going to work out in their favor, right? So Natalie, splitting up the girls into groups, she creates the first group for herself, and then she allows the team captains to create their own groups. So pretty much she takes Sapphire, Tinkerbella, and Diamond, which is crazy because, as we know, Diamond the Body and Tinkerbella are not friends, are not feeling each other, have ongoing conflict. Why is Natalie putting them in the group? Because she's messy, okay? Messy boots. So as they're about to take off onto the trail, Diamond asked Natalie if she could put her wig in Natalie's purse, and everybody's like, no, like, you don't need to take off your wig, like you're doing too much. And they were right. Like, why are you taking off your wig? We're supposed to go on the nature walk. These girls are really trying to get arrested in Barbados or wherever for fighting in a public place. Like, don't be dumb. Now, as they're on the nature walk and the conversation begins, Tinkerbella is starting to get annoyed with Diamond the Body because Diamond the Body keeps trying to make it seem like her and her damn wig are the victim when she is the own cause of her problems.
You stuck me and you started it, and now you mad because you stuck me?
Right,
that don't make, it's not a right. It don't make sense.
The audition,
you sound dumb.
But
Diamond, respectfully, when?
You're done.
When
I asked you to let's go another round.
Because why would I go another round after beating you up?
Why not? Because I'm telling you, let's go again. Let's go again.
You gotta pay me now.
Let's go again.
You gotta pay me now to fight. You gotta pay me now.
Saying you gotta pay me now to fight is very Taurus. Okay, I actually, every time I watch the show, I stand Tinkerbella a little bit more. I stand with her as a Taurus, okay? She could be an April Taurus if she wants to. There are 3 security guards with them, and I know they are just having anxiety and stress about if they are going to have to break up an altercation right now in the middle of the damn forest, okay? Now, Tinkerbella says, I already beat you up. Why would I go another round with you so I could beat you up again? And Diamond is like, yeah. Like, what, girl? Like, sit down somewhere. You can't be that bored. You can't be that bored. She needs to seek help. She needs a therapist. She needs some medication. She needs something. She needs to leave Tinkerbella the hell alone because, like, you snuck her. She got your wig. When you came into the house, y'all fought again. She got your next wig. She put it on people's heads. She shredded it up. She did whatever she did with it. Okay? But that's your own fault because who told you to attack this girl? You thought that you had hands and that you were going to beat her up, but you didn't. She gave you what you came for, and, like, what are you gonna keep going at her until you get 1 victory out of 6 losses? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Just pack it up, apologize so y'all can move on and get to the invisible bag like we want to see. Anyway, Diamond starts coming for Tink's skin, you know, accusing her of bleaching and accusing her of hating herself and all these things. I saw a picture of Tinkerbella online where she's a lot more dark than she is now. However, her face does just look like she got a chemical peel and it needs a little bit of a tan, child. She does look like she bleached, but baby, I don't freaking know. I feel like at this point, Diamond doesn't know what she's mad at, pulling stuff out of the air, trying to cause an argument or trying to upset Tinkerbella, but Tinkerbella doesn't care, okay? Because once Tinkerbella does her makeup, she looks absolutely normal. But when her makeup is off, she don't look too normal, you know. She does look a little zombie-ish. Whether it's a chemical peel or skin bleaching, it ain't got nothing to do with damn Diamond the Body, okay? Either way, girl, you got beat up multiple times by the same lady and you need to leave her alone. In the next group of girls, Wendeley tries to take up for Gretchen and the whole Puerto Rican nigga thing. Girl, you could go too. I don't want to see Wendelin. I don't want to see Gretchen like as the replacements, as main girls in the house. No, get rid of them. Next, don't need them, never needed them. And so Wendelin thinks that it's, or Wendell Lee, whatever the freak her name is, she thinks that it's whack that they're trying to stop Gretchen from saying nigga. Now she is Dominican. She identifies as black. She kind of confused me because when I was listening to what she was saying, she's talking about the word nigga like in her neighborhood, you know, they always just said it. She's very much giving Winter vibes. Like, remember how Winter's whole entire situation on Bad Girls Club, or her being black, or people believing that black, and now everybody's confused to this day about her because of BGC. That's what Wendell Lee gave, okay? Wendell Lee was saying that she's Dominican. She said she was black, and then also talked about her neighborhood as though she wasn't black. So I got confused. Let me pull it up so that I can explain to y'all, because
you know, Gretch is a Puerto Rican girl from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they already allowing her to talk like that where she's from. So she's already used to talking like that. With Gretchen being Puerto Rican, I know she looks like a little white girl. I know she looks like it, but she is Puerto Rican, you know?
Okay.
And
I don't know why she's saying she looks like a little white girl, but she's Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican is her nationality. That's not her race. Like, a Jamaican nationality, race, black, okay? Hello, nationality and race are two different things. Puerto Rico is not a race. So you saying I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Puerto Rican. Okay, it doesn't matter. You're not black unless you're an Afro-Latina, and she's clearly not that. So I don't know why they're coming with this argument. It's so draining. Like, anyway, she's sticking up for her non-Afro-Latina sister, okay? Aubrey gets confused by her too because she's like, so you're both? She was so confused.
Say it, and now she comes to Baddie, and now, you know, they're forcing her not to say it. It's weird, and I don't think she's being negative about it. So she is Puerto Rican, and when you grow around people like that, like, because I'm from the Bronx, I'm black, but I'm Dominican. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I gotta be careful. No, like, I'm black, but the thing is, growing up in the Bronx, I was allowed to talk like that because I had, you know, friends that we were all talking like that.
What?
I don't really love the conversation.
What do you mean you were allowed to talk like that? If you're black, you don't need the permission. So what does she mean that they were allowed to talk like that? So she confused me because either you are black fishing as a Dominican girly or as a black girl and you're Dominican but you're not really black. Like, but a lot of the Dominicans are black and don't identify as black. So I don't know what the hell she got going on. Okay. Either way, looking at her, you can clearly see she's not white. But is she black? Baby, I'm lost, baby. I don't know. I'm just a blonde. I'm just a blonde. I don't know what's going on, okay? Ooh, I better finish working. My girls are gonna be home soon. Of course, now, once again, we have a Caucasian person explaining to everybody what was wrong with the situation. So Aubrey starts explaining to them what happened and why it's an issue. Aubrey O'Day should not have to explain to Wendeley.
Let me pee in your bathroom.
You need to go pee? Okay. Aubrey O'Day should not be explaining to Wendeley why it's problematic that this girl was saying nigga, nigga, nigga. Okay? So get Wendeley out of here, get Gretchen out of here, baby, and whoever else. So the last group of girls that we see is Jayla, Scotty, Meatball, I think Dia, and is that Slim? No. Who that is, Chair? I think it's Slim. I think.
Mommy, I get on the door.
Yeah, and Slim.
Here.
Okay, take it. And Slim. And they're on their little nature walk. And Meatball starts addressing Jayla, which kind of shocked me. Gagged me a bit. Meatball asked Jayla, what's your beef with Biggie? What's the problem? Because it's giving bully. Okay? And she really not playing around. Now, Meatball's like this and Jayla's like this. Okay? Like, I didn't realize how tall Jayla was. She's giving like maybe 5'9". Like she's actually pretty tall, unless Meatball's like really short. Maybe Meatball's my height. I'm 5'2.5", you know. So if you're 5'7", baby, you're towering over me regardless. Okay, so I don't know what their height difference is, but Meatball is short and she's looking up to Jayla, but she's in her face. Meatball starts getting into like the fighting stance. Like she's adjusting her shorts. She looks like she's about to square up, and her and Jayla are talking in each other's faces.
Like y'all was cool and you still punched her. Like that was bullying. Like how would you feel if somebody bully you? I'm just saying, a bitch can't bully me.
Before you really voice your opinion on this, maybe hear both sides of the story. But you're not gonna disrespect me and basically like try me like I'm a pussy.
Well, I'm just not okay with it, bro. I'm really not okay with it. Doesn't matter. How could you bully Biggie? Come around, bully me. Bully somebody in the house big, Jayla.
Just what I thought. Nobody's gonna have no.
But Meatball, what you mean bully somebody under the house big? Biggie is big. Her name is literally Biggie. But I guess she means that's not soft because Biggie is not a fighter, even though she's big. And so they look like they're really about to get into it. Now, when they were arguing, I was looking at the bite on Jayla's neck from Gretchen, and I'm just so disgusted by it. I just can't even believe it. Aubrey's not wrong when she's calling her Hannibal Lecter. Like, she's not wrong at all, okay? The cannibalism was real. Like, she didn't even just try to like give a little she like she bit her, okay? I don't know how I feel about that, because even later on in the season, when you see like obviously they shot this confessional at a way later date and the cut is healed, it's not like scabbing or bleeding anymore, she left a scar. So like Jayla gonna have that for the rest of her life. They're in each other's face, they're arguing, and then that's it. The episode cuts off and we don't know what's gonna happen until next week, okay? I don't know if they're gonna fight. I almost feel like they're not gonna square up, but I'm interested to see if that is what happened. Now, it's time for me to go, okay? Happy that we're all caught up on this show, but this is gonna take me forever to edit, so I gotta get out of here because I also have to film Love During Lockup tomorrow. And so if I don't finish editing all these parts, baby, y'all not gonna see me till the weekend, and that's a problem. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me in these recaps. It's giving BGC days all over again, because honestly, shout out to me, because when recapping shows became a thing, I think I was definitely a pioneer, okay, on the tube. I was doing my little makeup and recapping the shows for y'all, and I started a thing. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm delusional. I love you all so much, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.